riding on the plain, beneath the sun or the blinding rain. There's a job and I must do it, and I'll do it without fail. I'm the lone rider on the trail. Let me go a-riding, roaming on the prairies. On the rolling plains, it's there I want to be. And from early morn till nightfall, I am happy there. While I'm riding and roaming on the prairie. As the sun goes down, the cactus casts its shadow. And the tumbleweed is tumbling merrily. When I hear the coyotes howling from the hills above, let me go a-riding, roaming on the prairie. Let me go a-riding, roaming on the prairie.
Why, the nerve of that hombre. Don't let him get away. Well, it looks like we lost him. You fellows scatter out and see if you can find him, and I'll ride back and get the sheriff.
Yeah, I served my time in the pen. I've been paroled. You've got the right to hold me here in this tube of old cows.
What are you going to do about him? You can't hold him here forever.
I got a telegram from the governor's office to hold him for questioning, and I'm keeping him right here till I find out what it's all about.
Well, I suppose they think he knows where that $100,000 is cached away. They're hoping he'll break down and tell.
Well, it's not impossible, but if you ask me, he'll never tell what he did with that money he got from the Lincoln Bank robbery.
Say, I just saw your prisoner, Keno Harris, heading for the border. You better get after him.
You're crazy. I was talking to him not a minute ago.
How could you be talking to him when I was chasing him?
How could you be chasing him when we got him locked in a cell in there? Stand right where you are.
What for? What's the matter with you fellas? You crazy? First your friend here takes a shot at me, and now you start...
Keep him covered.
Wait a minute,
Stand
Sheriff.
still.
Hey, Keno.
What do you want?
Say, how can you be in two places at the same time?
Ah, don't come around here asking me riddles.
I ain't feeling playful. You know I was paroled from the pen. You hadn't any right to pick me up. Now open this bird cage and turn me loose.
That's just what I was going to do.
Now, it's about time you got wise to yourself.
Now, come with me.
I
heard of a fellow eating himself coming back, but I never saw it happen before.
Well, I can understand now why I caused so much commotion. My name's Tom Cameron.
Tom Cameron?
Tom Cameron, the Lone Rider?
And I was throwing lead at you. I hope there's no hard feelings.
Not a bit. It ought to be a criminal offense to even look like Keno Harris.
If you're unhappy about looking like me, I'll change your face to look like something a cow stepped on. Now quit stalling, Sheriff, and turn me loose. You know you got no right to hold me here, so kiss me goodbye, and I hope you die of hydrophobia.
Don't be in such a hurry, Keno. Little information we want you to give us before you leave.
I'm giving you nothing. Not much of that. I got friends outside who won't stand for any monkey business. They know I've been paroled. They're waiting for me on the road to 7 Mile. And if I don't show up pretty quick...
Sorry to disappoint your friends, Keno. Sheriff, maybe we better hold him on that Tulare County warrant after all, eh?
Huh? Oh, sure. I was just aiming to do that.
What are you talking about? I ain't wanted no Tulare County.
Well, you can explain that to the sheriff when he gets here.
It's a dirty trick and you're not getting away with it.
We seem to be upsetting Mr. Harris. Maybe he'd like to be alone.
Yeah, maybe he would. Slim, lock him up.
Take your hands off. I know my rights. You gotta obey the law and turn me loose. I can walk by myself. Get out.
I have to get back on the job. I'll see you later. So long. So long. Good luck. Well, you can count on me to back your plane any way I can. Well, I don't see how I can hold him on a Tulare County warrant that I haven't got.
Don't worry about that. Keno Harris is walking out of this calaboose right now, understand? I got friends on the outside and they're expecting me. If I don't show pretty quick, you're gonna be in plenty of hot water.
Say, which one of you did I lock up?
You locked up the right one, all right, but his friends on the outside don't know that. After 5 years.
You don't figure to pass yourself off as Keno, do you?
Sure. What's he got that I haven't got?
Well, you might do it. What are you after? The $100,000 they stole from the bank?
I'll recover the money if I can, but my principal reason is to help a friend. You remember Joe Carter, cashier of the Lincoln Bank? One of my best friends. I've just learned that he's been in prison, convicted of having engineered that job. They paroled Keno before I had a chance to talk to him. That's why I persuaded the governor to have you pick him up before he could join his gang. But now that I see him face to face, it gives me a much better idea.
Well, getting in with the gang might help you learn the truth. But if you make one false move, your life won't be worth a plug nickel.
This happens to be a job that's worth it, Sheriff. Where do they hang out?
Blackie Dawson, 7 Mile House.
Thanks. Can I count on you?
You can count on me to help you to the limit.
Oh, by the way, if a Rhode Island Red answering to the name of Fuzzy comes here asking for me, tell him to meet me at the 7 Mile House.
Rhode Island Red? Well,
When you see him, you'll know what I mean.
He should have been here by now.
Well, something must have happened. Maybe he didn't get out.
He got out all right. Here he comes now. Hi there, Keno. We've been waiting for you.
Oh, Keno.
Hi, boys.
Hi, Keno. How are you?
Hi, boys.
You're sure looking good.
Glad to see you, Keno.
Good to see you.
Hi.
Swell.
Well, I don't feel so good, particularly around the feet. I'm not used to pounding these roads. Well, how are things?
Not so good since they had you out of circulation.
Things are going to be different from now on. Just watch me circulate.
Say, Keno, those are fancy duds you got on. Where'd you get them?
You see, the clothes I was wearing in the jailhouse are about ready to walk away from me. How do you like them?
Fine. A little bit fancy, but as long as you like them, it's okay by us.
Hey, Charlie. Is poor Cyclone will be glad to see him?
Sure he will. Let's get going, Keno.
Yeah, come on, Keno.
All right, come on.
There you go.
Looks like you don't know him.
Yeah, sure is queer, him acting that way.
Nobody could ride that horse but Keno.
Yeah.
I guess I still got the smell of the prison about me and he doesn't like it. Come on, let's get going.
Linda, I wouldn't count too much on seeing Keno. It's an even bet he won't show up.
Oh, but stop him.
He might have other ideas.
You and Keno were good friends. How can you say things like that about him?
Well, I'm still friendly. But a man can forget a lot of friends when it pays him $100,000 to forget.
Keno's not that kind. Oh, he may have done a lot of things that I haven't liked, but he's no double-crosser.
Well, he's had plenty of time to get here. Where is he? Listen, Linda. Why don't you let me take you out of here? I'll sell out this joint, and we'll go where nobody knows us.
Hello there, Keno. Boy, are we glad to see you. I'm glad to see you.
How are you, Keno? It's good to see you back.
Glad to be out. Well, I'm
Keno.
glad you did.
Yeah. There's Blackie over there, and he's been waiting for you. Why don't you go over and speak to him?
Yeah, I guess I will.
Hello, Keno.
Keno! Oh, I'm glad to see you. But I knew you'd come back.
Yeah, you see, I came just like a homing pigeon.
Of course, Blackie said that you might be delayed.
Who?
Blackie.
Hello, Keno.
Oh, hello, Blackie.
I hope you're not sore at Linda and I sitting here.
Oh, no, that's all right.
Let's go upstairs.
Oh, now, wait a minute, Blackie. I haven't seen him in 5 years.
Now, Linda, you can do your sparking some other time. We have business to talk over. Come on.
Yeah. All right, Linda. See you soon.
Hey, Gus, give us some drinks.
Sit down, Keno. Well, what about that $100,000?
Well, what about it?
Well, we waited 5 years for our cut. When do we get it?
What do you suppose they paroled me for? They figured I'd head straight for that money. Then they'd grab the works. Nah. I'm laying low till I'm sure there's no lawman on my trail.
I'm afraid the big boss is not going to like it like that. He wants his 50% cut, and he wants it right now.
The big boss, huh? Well, I'm still playing safe, whether he likes it or not. Where is he now? I'll tell him so myself.
Fat chance you got it talking to him. He's still doing business the same way.
Yeah. I'm getting so I don't like that way of business.
What are you kicking about? He's too big a man to have some dirty coyote double-cross him when he can stay clear of the gang and pass out his...
Yeah, he plays safe and then grabs the big end of what we get.
All right, so he does that. You knew the setup when you joined the gang.
Sure, I knew it. But I had a lot of chance to think in the past 5 years. He'll talk to me one of these days and like it.
Go right ahead. It's your funeral, not mine, if he doesn't happen to like it. In the meantime, what are you going to tell the boys about the money they're expecting?
Bring him up here. I'll tell him what I told you.
Oh, they're going to be happy about that.
That breaks my heart. I suppose I'd be happy going back to the pen.
Just wait a minute. Charlie, Pete, Dutch, Clem, Ed, Nevada, come upstairs.
Doggone, I'm short a nickel. Yes, sir. What'll it be? Drink of liquor. None of that rocket stuff. Give me good liquor, huh?
Okay. It's the best in the house. It'll cost you 4 bits.
Suits me.
What's the matter? Is there something wrong with it?
No, I'm just thinking.
With what?
One of those smart barkeeps, huh?
Yeah.
Well, just to show you that I'm smarter than you are, I'll bet you 5 cents I can drink that without swallowing.
You're crazy. Can't be done.
Put up or shut up.
It's a bet. All right, now go ahead and make a fool of yourself.
Doggone, I lost.
You sure did. You want to try it again?
Oh, I can do it, sure. I'll try again.
All right, put up the money.
Oh, there's something wrong. I can do that. I know I can. Here it is. If I don't do it this time, I guess I'll give up. I don't know. I lost again.
Don't you want to try it just one more time?
No, it just don't seem to be my day, but I'll be back.
Hey, you. Wait a minute. What are you trying to pull here anyway?
I paid my bet.
Oh, you paid your bet. Now pay up.
I played fair and square. Get away from me, boy. You bother me.
Wait a minute. Are you going to pay up or not?
With what?
Hey, what's going on down here?
This guy's a deadbeat. He tried to gyp me.
Hey, wait a minute. There's a friend of mine. Hey, stop.
Now keep quiet. Let me do the talking. Meet me in 2 hours at a lime shack on the way to Three Forks. I told you what would happen the next time I saw you.
Who is he?
Some locoed maverick that seems to think I should adopt him just because I did him a favor once.
I didn't mean any harm.
Shut up.
He owes $2 for the drinks.
Well, let him work it out.
All right, come on, get behind that bar. Get back there.
At least your temper hasn't changed any.
Sorry about that sock on the jaw, Fuzzy, but I had to shut your mouth.
You sure did. I haven't been able to open my mouth since. What a day. A sock in the jaw by my best friend. Look at these red dishwater hands.
Morrow. Never order drinks you can't pay for. Now, the sheriff explained things to you?
You mean about you supposing to be Keno?
So you did know. And yet you try to call me by name at the 7 Mile House. What do you use for a brain? Oh, well. Blackie Dawson's gang is going after the Circle M payroll tomorrow night. You can tell the sheriff to pick him up right after sundown.
You can depend on me, Tom. I'll tell him, just like you said. Was you invited to the party?
Certainly. I'm a little too soon out of the jug to be riding with the boys, see? I gotta lay low for a while until the law takes its eye off me.
Doggone, who am I talking to? Why are you going through all this hocus pocus? Why don't we grab Blackie and get it over with?
That won't clear Joe Carter. There's one man who can prove his innocence.
Who's that?
That's the man I gotta find. Somebody with brains and power behind this gang.
Well, while you're doing that, I suppose I'll be washing dishes.
Right. Conniving your big mouth shut.
You won't have any trouble doing that if you keep popping me on the jaw.
I'm sorry about your jaw, Fuzzy. Oh, by the way, anytime you see me leaving the 7 Mile House wearing my neckerchief backwards, I want you to hightail it for this shack. It'll mean I want to talk to you.
What do you mean, neckerchief backwards?
Like this. Okay?
Oh, I got it. You can depend on me. I'll take care of it. When he rides out backwards, I put on my handkerchief. No, that ain't right. When he puts on his neckerchief, I ride here backwards. No. Or something's backwards. Somebody rides backwards and somebody puts on their handkerchief. I don't know anything about it. I'll figure it out, though. I'll fix them up.
But this is your chance, Keno. Don't you see that? Turn the money over to the sheriff. We don't need it. We'll go away from here and start a new life. You're square with the law now, and besides, you promised.
I've never welched yet, Linda, and I'm not beginning now. The boys will get their share. Besides, why should you and I starve while we're beginning this new life you're so set on?
I won't touch a stolen money.
Well, suit yourself.
And here I was hoping you really were different, like Blackie says.
Well, I ain't. And I'm playing things pretty close to my vest from now on.
Yeah, too plain close.
Well, I wouldn't call you exactly reckless. You're playing things pretty safe. Charlie, how come you and the boys ain't gone yet?
Well, I was kind of hoping you might change your mind and come along with us.
Nothing doing. Blackie and me is playing things plumb safe.
All right, boys, let's go.
So long, Charlie. Well, I guess I'll be turning in.
Keno, help me put this on.
Sure.
Well?
Well, what?
Well, aren't you going to say anything about the bracelet?
Sure, it's pretty. It's swell.
Yes, but it's the last present you gave me.
Oh. Well, you see, I've had so many bracelets on my mind for the past few years.
Yes, but when you put it on my arm, you said that you'd never forget.
Well, I didn't exactly forget it. It just slipped my mind, see? Good night, honey.
Come on, hurry it up. You men stay where you are. Come on, boys. We'll have to shoot our way out.
Your men!
What happened? The posse jumped us at the Circle M.
What about the payroll?
Almost got away with it until somebody shot the money bags out of my hand.
Well, where's Dutch?
Dead, I reckon, and they nabbed Pete.
Somebody must have tipped off that sheriff. He didn't guess we were going to encircle him. If I could get my hands on that sneaking coyote, I'd... I wonder if Keno's in his room. Come on.
I thought if I opened the door, you could hear better.
Well, I was just on my way in to tell you. The two of our best gunfighters got nabbed by the posse. I thought you might be interested.
What happened to you, Charlie? You get into trouble?
Plenty. That place is swarming with lawmen.
What this gang needs is a smart guy to lay out the jobs.
You talk too much without saying anything. Get Doc to fix up your wrist.
Not you was to ask me.
I'm not asking you. I'm running this outfit according to the boss's orders. And if you don't like it, you know what to do.
Sure, I can get back to sleep again. I suppose you'll be laying low for a while now.
And let the men think that I'm afraid of that two-bit sheriff? We'll pull that express job tomorrow night.
The big boss won't like it if you slip up again.
What makes you think I might slip up?
You proved it can be done.
Keep your hands up. Come on, you two, open these bags. Let's see what's in them. Why, it's that posse again. All right, boys, cut it out. Go get them.
Open your mouth. All right, open up wide. That's enough. You two were pigs at breakfast. You don't get any. Didn't I teach you better table manners than that? What do you mean, eating off the floor? So wash your face off and come on outside. I want to talk to you.
How much longer have I got to housekeep for them hombres? They don't appreciate a thing I do for them.
Your worries are about over, Fuzzy. I'm going to put the pressure on Blackie and smoke this big boss out in the open.
Well, how about Keno and all that money he's got hid away?
That is your job.
I knew it. I knew it.
Now, wait a minute. Go to the sheriff. Tell him to turn Keno loose. Then you trail him. Keno, I mean. Don't let him out of your sight for a minute.
I can do that all right, but he's liable to get mad if I try to take that money away from him.
We'll have a posse trail you. Then as soon as Keno contacts the money, signal the posse and then meet me back here at the shack.
I think you got something there. I like that, especially that part of signaling the posse.
Why? Not scared, are you?
Me? I just work better with posses.
Oh, I see.
So they stopped you again, huh?
Yeah, there's a posse waiting for us.
Somebody's squealing every time we try to pull a job. I'd like to get my hands on that dirty double-crosser. But we're not licked. We'll keep on going.
At the rate you're going, there soon won't be nobody left. All this gang needs is a little brains at the top. That's all.
I suppose you think you could do better.
Why not? When I was running these jobs, we brought back money instead of hard luck stories. Come on, let's sit down, Blackie, and talk this over alone.
All right. All right. Go ahead. What have you got in your mind?
I might be persuaded to stop laying low any longer. Scout a job I've been thinking of, but it's got to be done my way.
Well, Keno, you can write your own ticket. But don't you think you should start wearing a gun?
Yeah, I guess I had.
Charlie, get Keno a gun.
Hey, Gus.
Yeah.
Hand me that gun out of the left-hand drawer.
It's a pretty fine gun.
You like it?
Yeah.
You sure that's your own gun?
I know it's my gun. What I want to know is who's been using it while I was gone.
Nobody's been using it. I remember how particular you was about anybody using your gun. Or don't you remember?
What are you hinting at?
There's too many things that you don't remember that Keno should. What's the answer?
There's my answer. Anyone else worrying about my memory, step up and say so.
Man does get dusty riding with the sheriff's posse, doesn't he?
What do you mean?
I mean, you're not Keno Harris.
No? Not doggone it. Don't tell me I've been somebody else all my life.
I wouldn't know about that, but I know you're not Keno.
What makes you so sure?
I saw you climbing that window about a half hour ago.
Well, climbing in a window doesn't prove anything.
Oh, yes, it does, when there's a spy. And I happen to know that Keno wouldn't double-cross his friends. You know as well as I do that you've made a lot of mistakes and tried to cover them up. You might have fooled the boys downstairs, but you haven't fooled me. I knew right from the beginning there was something wrong. I've watched every move you've made.
All right. I'm not Keno.
Where is he? What have you done with him?
He's safe, in jail, where he belongs.
I wonder what Blackie and the boys are going to say when they find out they've been palling around with a double-crosser.
Now, wait a minute.
Take your hands off me or I'll call them.
Linda, would you turn me over to that gang for the sake of a gun-slinging tramp like Keno?
Why not? He's always played square with me. Besides, I know that it's going to go straight when he gets out. He promised me he would.
I doubt if he'll keep that promise. Are you willing to gamble on your faith in him?
What do you mean?
If I prove to you that he's not on the square with you, will you forget about me?
How can you prove that?
I'll arrange that he be released from jail tomorrow. And I want you to meet him on the road. I doubt if he'll get this far. I believe you'll see what I mean.
All right. I won't do anything until after I've talked to him.
And what are you going to do?
Remains to be seen.
Hey, where are you going?
Inside.
What for?
To see the sheriff. And remember this face. I'm coming out again.
Hello, Fuzzy.
Hi, Sheriff. Say, the Lone Rider says to let Keno out right away. He's about ready for a showdown. Now, I'm to follow him, and you and the boys are to follow me.
Well, Tom Cameron's orders are good enough for me. Slim! Slim Pettit! Bring Keno Harris in here.
Tom thinks Keno will head for the cache, and when he starts to dig it up, I'm to let you fellows know with a smoke signal.
But what about Blackie Dawson and the rest of the gang?
Oh, Tom's taking care of that. He'll have him out on a fake robbery. Pretty slick, eh?
Well, Keno, you're free to go. You'll be given a horse. But I'm warning you to get out of the country and stay out.
That suits me.
In 24 hours from now, I'll start hunting for you. Slim, get him a horse.
Take your hands.
Keno.
Linda. Say, you look swell. What are you doing out here?
Well, I've been expecting you every day since we heard about your parole.
Yeah, that double-crossing sheriff kept me in the pen when he hadn't any right to. I'll make him pay for that, too.
Don't worry about that now, Keno. We're starting a new life. Let's forget all about the past.
Okay, honey, whatever you say. We're starting a new life. We're stepping out high, wide, and handsome.
But, Keno, remember your promise.
What promise?
Why, that you'd go straight.
Oh, sure, we'll go straight. Why not? We're fixed for life.
But you don't intend to keep that 100,000.
Don't be crazy. Of course I intend to keep it.
But you can't do that, Keno. Give it back to the law. Let's start clean, not with stolen money.
Say, listen, don't talk like a fool. I sweat in the pen for that dough, and I intend to enjoy it.
But we'll never find peace and happiness if you keep it, Keno, no matter where we go.
No, I can find a lot of peace and a lot of happiness with $100,000.
Well, all right, Keno. If that money means more to you than I do, it's goodbye. Because I'll have no part of it.
No? Okay, sister, that's the way you feel about it. Goodbye.
It seems I was so happy when you were near to me. I didn't have a worry to my name. You left without a warning, and now I'm all at sea. Without you, darling, life won't be the same. I always saw the rainbow, the sun was in the sky, and like a glow, my heart was all aflame. Although your love had faded, my love will never die. Without you, darling, life won't be the same.
It's going to be swell having you with us again, Keno. When do we go?
I'm starting out right now to look this thing over. There won't be any slip-up this time.
It's about time we saw the color of that $100,000 you got sorted away. When do we do that?
Just as soon as we get through with this job.
Say, looks like happy days are here again.
Maybe you're right. Charlie, go round up the boys and tell them to meet me at Dry Creek. Blackie and me want to have a little powwow.
Sure, we'll be there with bells on.
Wait a minute.
Well, I suppose you're sore because I had to slap some sense into you. We gonna work together or not?
Oh, we'll get along all right. What about this big job you got in mind?
I'm not telling that to anybody except the big boss in person.
Well, then you'll keep it a secret for the rest of your life.
Yeah? I don't think so. This gang is getting pretty well shot to pieces the way you've been running things. I've an idea the boys might like to pull out and go with me. Then you and the big boss can have all the dough and do all the work.
Oh, be reasonable, Keno. I can't go against orders. But I can fix it so you can get a bigger cut.
Nah. I'll make my own deal in person.
Well, let me talk to the boss. You go ahead with the job.
Not a chance. We settle this thing right now.
Well, let me tell you something. You're heading for plenty of trouble.
Well, I'll take that chance. So long.
Wait a minute. Do you still insist on talking to the big boss?
That's what I said.
All right. You're talking to him now.
You mean you're the guy that's been getting this 50% cut?
Nobody else? That strikes you funny, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, I can laugh when the joke's on me. But it ain't gonna be funny much longer.
Why?
We're cutting even, see? And you're doing your part of the work.
Sure.
You know, Blackie, you're a pretty smart guy. You sure had me fooled completely. I bet you're the one that framed that cashier fellow. What's his name? Joe Carter. Hmm? Maybe that's what made it so easy to crack, eh?
Sure, I framed him. That left the rest of us in the clear. It made it look like an inside job. It's too bad they caught up with you later.
Yeah, wasn't it?
Keno, can I see you for a minute?
Sure. And I'll see you at Dry Creek.
Right.
Well,
You win.
and you saw him.
I passed out the word and the boys are raring to go.
Okay, that's fine.
Say, Linda looked like she's seen a ghost.
Yeah, something seems to have gone wrong.
Let's get out of here.
Everything seems to add up wrong with that fella. You trail him.
Sure I will. But I think you're local.
Maybe I am.
There's Fuzzy's signal. Come on. Hey, Tom, what are you doing here? I thought we was to meet at Three Forks.
I got tired of waiting. Come on, talk fast.
Oh, stop acting like Keno. It makes me nervous.
Yeah?
Yeah. I seen him dig up the cash, so I signaled the sheriff, just as you told me.
Thanks for the information. That's all I want to know. Uh-oh. Now, both of us will meet Tom at Three Forks. Come on now, move over there towards my horse.
Uh-oh. Someday I'm going to learn to keep my mouth buttoned up.
Hey, Fuzzy! Fuzzy! Hold it. Unbuckle that belt and let it drop. Move over there and sit down. I think those clothes will look better on me than on you. Come on, get them off. Oh, don't worry. You're gonna wear mine. That posse will sure be surprised when they shoot you instead of me.
Fuzzy, get up and turn around, will you? I'll see if I can unloose him. Turn around.
Well, it looks like a double cross, all right. Keno's not scouting the job. He just met Fuzzy at a shack in Three Forks.
I had a hunch this was a trap. We're heading for Three Forks. We'll shoot Keno on sight. Charlie, you go to 7 Mile House and keep an eye on Linda.
Well, I'm going after Keno. You ride out and meet the posse. But be sure you tell him that I'm wearing Keno's clothes and riding his horse. I don't want him shooting at me.
Well, you better wait till I find him. They know Keno's got the load, and they'll shoot you on sight.
Well, I'll have to take that chance.
Blackie! Got me double crosser. When you get close enough, we'll blast you. Get his horse. Head for 7 Mile House. We'll pick up Charlie and the rest of the bankroll and dodge across the border. There he is! Boy, if you weren't standing right along here with me, I'd think we're dead.
Well, never mind all that. Get those clothes off him. I may need them. And meet me at the 7 Mile House.
Get his clothes out. Well, don't you think he'd be embarrassed? Get your stuff together and round up the horses. Jake, watch out for the other boys. Tell them to hurry.
Say, where's Keno?
Why? I've got a notion you know something about that double-crossing business.
Yeah, well, where is he?
Quit lying about him. He won't be back.
You want to know, Blackie.
Keno, I thought I...
Yes, you killed Keno, all right, the real Keno.
Then who are you?
Name's Tom Cameron. Fortunately, we just happen to look alike. You see, your suspicions were correct. Now just drop your guns on the floor. I think you'd better move out of this, Linda. I'm sure you're going to make a success of the place, Miss Linda.
I know I will, Tom. Thanks to you.
Oh, don't mention it. Now listen, babe. Next time Fuzzy and I come by this way... Oh, yes. Next time Fuzzy and I come by this way, we'll drop in on you.
I'd love to have you.
That is, if you don't make me do no dishwashing.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I'm the Lord.